Hey guys, welcome back to Wild Sandbox. Since you last watched the video when we placed the sheds and just created a bit of space for what is really my little homestead, ranch estate. I'd like to, if it was in the UK and I bought this amount of land, it'd be an estate, so I bought the whole map. But for those of you who followed, thanks for that. And what I'm going to do now, I cleared this area. I went through in the last video how to clear this area because on this particular map, this sort of what looks like ivy to me and the little ferns, you couldn't mow them, you couldn't paint over them in the map creator tool, so I had to paint the whole area in meadow and then repaint it again in sort of the forest around the dirt to create a blank canvas, really, because I'm all about the map creation at the moment, the RP playing. Oh, hey up, hello dear. Oh dear, look at that. Where's the dog? I'm surprised it didn't come barking. So Toby's about somewhere, little dog house here. I've not seen him for ages, heard him barking before. But it's one of the first things I do, put a dog house down, because that's what the kids like to do straight away. They've got a pet dog then. And they've got animals on their farms on the game, Farm Simulator 22 that is, should mention that more often. And as they think of it, the dog protects the chickens, so there we go. But anyway, I'm trying to create next to the shop at the back here a little area, but I've come in, I've escaped to the countryside, I've bought a lot of land, won the lottery, wouldn't that be nice? And but I need to set up some way of looking after my vehicles and whatnot. So today what I want to do is place a little garage and tools, I think it is, yeah. So as if I've got a few here because my son loves his cars. There's a proper vehicle workshop, but I'm wanting something a bit more rustic or something a bit more. That's a way station, that's no good. I've got some big vehicles that got left on the game. I sold some of them logging things. That'd be great for the big vehicles, but I'm not going to use that. Something like this. Shop area is restricted. That's because the shop's there. So there's that one I quite like. It's got a little ramp. Looks good. The people who make these mods and the game itself, loads of little details. Little pump truck in there. Workstations. I quite like that one. I actually got, after I cleared it, I didn't video it, but I've got a little, I've gone steel for my equipment, steel chainsaw. There was a steel, I think it was a steel mower, I can't remember now anyway. But I've got a steel jet wash there because things are already getting a bit dusty and muddy. But yeah, I like that one. There's these as well. Oh, there's that one as well. No, what's that? Yeah, too big, that one. That's a cleaning station, jet washing station. Oh, there's that one, driving. I like the one with the ramp. I do like the one with the ramp here. It's all about the aesthetics, about having the fun. And where am I going to put? Do I pop this down next to my shed here? I think it'd be a good place. Need a bit of space to get around the car, don't I? Bring it forward a bit, right next to a house. Do I want it right next to a house though? Better than where the jet wash is. Oh, it's shop area. Perhaps bring it in at the side. Still shop area? No, that isn't. I bring it in there. Create that. Yeah. Create that bit of a corner to my area there. Oh, every so often the chainsaw comes out. Those who watch the other videos know that. So that's just cost me a chunk, but it'll allow me to really, it allows you to repair your vehicles. Not that you really need to that much, but you can customise as well. So I don't really want to customise this truck at the minute because I got this on the first episode, if you will, Wild Sandbox. Bit of a retro, but it's got everything I need on it for trailers and whatnot, getting around the map. This truck probably can. Should we have a look? Get it? This was part of the game, it came with it. Yes, there we go. So you can double click on that. Oh, customise down here, that's it. Change, I like the colour, I'm going to keep the colour. Day cab. Ah, there we go. You can start fairing, create sleepers. I don't need that for this local map. Engine setup. Let's go. I don't need to, I shouldn't be spending the money. Let's spend 10 grand on a bigger engine, just because that's fun. Rim colour. I want the black rims, doesn't cost any more money. I'm not bothered about the license plate, although I'm going to change it to green just because I'm all about the green. There we go. Yeah, we'll keep that. So customise that. What's that going to cost me? 10 grand. 10 grand for the big engine. But I feel that moment. My job in reverse, it's not going to feel that much quicker, is it? Let's whack this back in the garage. And then what I'm going to do is, yeah, let's get a trailer for it. Let's get a trailer for it. Long squeeze. So we're going to go on to trailers up here, and there we go. One of these. Design. Oh, I like that at the back. Extension. That's it. And I don't know where I'm going to keep this now. It's not going to fit in the shed, is it? Let's go pick this up. Let's go pick this up. Round to the shop. It's not far. I'm going to pick this up. And if we start doing jobs, what's getting me with this map is Dark Forest, the map's called. It's brilliant. I think it's a second edition or something of it. It's brilliant, but my only issue is I've not seen any people like NPCs walking around or anything. It just feels weird. Yeah, it's not for this now, is there? It'll just have to stay out in the open. I'm going to put it around the back actually. But yeah, there's no NPCs moving around like the other maps I've been on. There's no traffic. I mean, it's not really much road. It's a logging map actually, isn't it? But you know what? I thought it's very different to the ones I've played before, so I thought let's see. Now you see the trailer driving in action, and I've crashed into my garage. I do drive trailers at work, and I'd like to say I'm better with them, but perhaps I'm not. I'll drop this off. Here we go. I'm going to knock that off out of the way as well, so that's annoying. And go whack this back in the garage. So what I'm doing now, I'm just going to create a little pond. Name my property by I like messing with the map. I like map creation. I like things like that. And I'm just depressing the land here to create a pond. It's pretty. Oh, how's that broken? Is that shadow? Yeah, I think it's shadow. I thought I'd broken through to a water table there. If I have, I've never done that on the game before. I'm just going to hop out of this to walk in there. I have. I've hit a natural water table. That's interesting. I've not had that on a map before. I've either not gone deep enough. Oh, out comes a chainsaw, like it does every so often. Yeah, it's interesting that. But yeah, just stick with me while I'm going to create it. I don't want the pond so far down there, so I'm going to still make it myself. But I quite like that it's hit a natural water table. So I'm going to keep indenting a little bit more, just to create shallower areas, as I would if I was making a pond properly, a wildlife pond or any sort of pond, fish pond, carp pond, koi, whatever you like. Create some shallower areas around the outside for marginal plants if it was real, for wildlife to get in and out, to make it safer for kids not to slip straight into a deep end. The deep end usually hangs around in the middle somewhere, and I like to try and at least add a little realism in. I've got a mod on for more animal noises and things, which is a nice touch. But here we go. Make different depths and that. Now I've done that, because you don't want to sit there watching me do that for ages. What I'm going to do now is paint in what sort of ground? Forest ground around it a bit. Just quickly paint a bit in there. Which I'll probably end up changing in a minute anyway, but more dirt, animal mud, no, dirt. It's got the dirt in there already, right? So what we'll do now, I'm going to go to plants. If you play this game, if you've never done this before, at least you can see how it's done. I had to get a mod to create the water bit that I'll show you in a minute. And I have a mod that gives me the rocks, that give me pond plants. Actually, I've added sound as well, some of them. More pond plants. I've not used any of these ones here yet, so that'll be interesting. But I'm going to grab the meadow bit just to tie it into this, and Let's make that a bit bigger, quicker. So I didn't need to put that forest ground on really, but if I miss any bits it'll look a little bit better. Go right up to the edges. Some of this might end up underwater, but it doesn't matter really. Just a little wild area I'm making, and then what's this? A couple of shrubs there at the end. There we go. And then what we're going to do now is jump across to other decoration. So much you can get on this game. Farm Sim 22. There's Farm Sim 25 is coming out. This here allows you to add the water. See how it's. Make sure it's hard because you don't want to get it appearing elsewhere where you didn't want it. And the zoom out makes it harder sometimes, but here we go. I'm just trying to make it look good. If you get it in the right place, you could do the bigger one maybe. But there we go. We'll whack that in there for a quick look. So we've got this pond here, we've got the shallow area. You see the plants have even gone down there a bit. You can't swim. I've not figured out. Oh, Jay's up. I've not figured out how yet to swim. I know there's some other videos out there that've done it, but I'm not that bothered at the minute, but the kids would like to, so I'll figure it out at some point. But I'm going to whack some pond plants on. So back to landscaping, back to plants, and over to the pond plants. So this one has sound, I like these. A few lilies over here. And this is just lilies without sound, or it says reed mix. Yeah, there's reeds in there as well, like bulrushes if you will. That's a big one, too big for this. This one, water grass. Now to me that looks more like it's flowing in a river, so I don't think I'll put that in. Now these are new. I quite like these, so I'm going to add these in. You want an actual pond. When I talk about this stuff, I'm talking about the UK. An actual pond, you want in a good 80% plant coverage really on the surface to stop it stagnating. Because let's get this in the margins here, around this way. Just because it helps clean the water having that much plants, but it stops. You need the light to get through for the plants, but at the same time you want there to be enough cover so the water doesn't get too much sunlight and end up with algal blooms. There, don't need too much. Let's have a look at that. Yeah. Oh, there you go. You can hear the frogs. Might even see some. There's a frog right in front of us. Little roleplay touches. That's the sort of thing I like to hear. There we go. You get close to that one that had the sound with it. As you move away, it disappears. And I've just, and there we go. They popped a pond in. A little bit more aesthetic, but makes the place nicer. I've done a bit for the wildlife after beefing up that truck. The whole map, I want it populating with all sorts of hidden gems, because the most of it is wooded, thick wooded, put little pass through, little hidden maybe barns with all vehicles in, or I want to build a police station, build a fire station. I love that sort of thing. I've actually got a mod that creates fires and things like that you've got to sort out. So yeah, that'll be good. I did a couple of little bits extra. I had a little bench and a bin that fell over and it seemed to be too weak to pick up and correct. Oh, the dog's following me. There you go. Good lad. And just a few little things, extra touches. Little sofa there. Just imagine this old sofa sat outside for chilling out of the evenings. I've added some lights around, so I realise once it does go dark on the map, there's no lights. Let's grab the ball for a dog. Throw it for a dog. He doesn't see it. Does he get it? Oh, he's actually got it. Quite impressed with that. Let's feed him there again. And yeah, a few lights, little touches, just little touches like a cement mixer. imagine having a place like this. If we need to do little bits of work, it'd be handy to have. And the shop, yeah, I've added a big John Deere sign because I've decided this guy, let's call him Dave, shall we? He doesn't look too happy, does he? Probably because he's got no customers, there's no people around here on this map, but I've set him up. We're going to create a bit more of a fancy looking shop at some point here, get some tractors outside, and we've got the engineer, the mechanic round here, Steve. Hey up Steve. He'll be the one that works on, I've got my own workshop round here, but this is a workshop station, so I've got him popped there. And what I thought we'd do is leg it over, back over to my side. I'm thinking now we're gonna, oh, out comes a chainsaw, which isn't a bad thing actually, because I'm gonna fell just round the back here. A bit worried about that tree here, so watch me end up taking it down over the house. But I'm gonna take this down. Let's see how that goes. Here we go. See where it goes down? I'm glad it fell that way. Anyway, so down that goes. And we're going to pop it down here on Farming Sim. I'm going to take off the branches. Here we go. Clean it up. Down they come, all the way down. We're going to take this down. We're going to explore. We're going down to the lumber mill. Take these pieces down. Is that all the branches? Not quite. Right, oh, it's rolling. So let's chop these bits away. Make them a bit more manageable. So I've cleared this from behind. I'm going to make it manage, take it down the lumber mill, load it into the back of the truck. In fact, I'm thinking, you know, will all this fit in my truck, but I can leave it on a log pile around here. In fact, I might do that. I might leave some of it as a nature log pile, take it down. I've not had a look at the sawmill place yet. I'm climbing a tree there. Is that big enough? Let's see. No, a few more chops, I think. Let's see. Is this handle? Yeah, I can handle that. So we'll take this down now. Let's make a pile. I've got a tarp over here actually that I put down so we can keep the wood dry. I'll just throw a couple of pieces down there. I can do the rest later. Save you watching me running back and forward. Throw a couple of pieces there and go and grab wild sand in the truck. Bring this round. Solid flowers, bring you through. Drop the back. And throw some in here. That'll do, won't it? Yeah. Can I shut the back? There we go. And off we go. Take that down. We'll explore down there. If we've not been down there yet. Here's the old. I've cleared this up a little bit. The old station. We've got a lav round back now. An old car. Popped in there. Intrigue for the kids. A skip. Just little touches like this. And a third guy popped out. He runs the place. Happy chappy, isn't he? As happy as Larry, so we'll call him Larry. Okay, what remember his names? Off we pop. We'll take this to the sawmill. This could be developed more here. This has more space really. Maybe a little town. I live on the outskirts where the shop is, and this could be a little town here. So let's see. So let's throw those in there. Right, and then we'll sell the wood. Make a little bit, there we go. And it's a bit of a chance to explore. So we've come down, we've found this place. We've found this massive wide open space which would be good to create into a little village, a little town. In the meantime, whilst off screen, I will clear up the space, because as those of you who've been on before have seen that you can't just work on this with the landscaping tools like you normally can. If I get the dirt gets rid of some of them but not others. So I've got to plant, meadow it up like this, and then paint back over it with the dirt, and that gets rid of the plants from the middle. I've tried mowing them and everything, but I'll clear all this area out and then we can start whacking in some other buildings. And I'll see you next time. Make sure you like, subscribe, and see you soon.